Musclecars universe. What's up guys, Andy here from Musclecars universe. Welcome back to the channel and to, as you can see behind me, Chrome Showcase, the first ever, the biggest show organized in New Zealand. Sort of a SEMA-like feel. I can tell you I've been in the paddocks already. It's gonna be amazing. The level of cars is outstanding, and for being little old New Zealand, well, there's so much stuff to unpack. So follow me through as we deep dive into 3 different main halls, and yeah, let's go. So I guess we can start here from my good friends at Mothers New Zealand. If you remember guys, we did a collaboration back in 2024, January, for the QMU Hot Rod Festival and Classic Car Show. Now, these guys have an amazing lineup here at their booth. We have obviously the Ian Neary 1968 Plymouth GTX V10 Viper swapped. Amazing creation, 10,000 man hours of work. And this is a very interesting vehicle, to be honest. It's a Texaco truck from back in the days. What can I say guys? Unreal to see this thing. It's actually road legal if I'm not mistaken. So you can tell this is how Americans used to make trucks and automotive back in the days. And look at this beauty. I was really looking forward to see it again on a showground, because now you can really appreciate the level of detail that has been put into the build, the craftsmanship, the whole subframe. Unbelievable. And here too, look at that. That's incredible, eh? And then what we have here is the winner of the Shine Award back from that QMU 2024 I was talking about. A stunning 1934 Ford Coupe. It's a 3-window, owned by Keith. If you remember the ceremony, I was actually judging back then, and this car has been our best pick of the whole show, and for a good reason. Wow. This one's got some pretty cool undercarriage as well, as you can tell. The mirrors are there for a reason, to show you just how good it gets, you know? Packing a 427, so you know it means business. But you see, it's the details that matter. Where's the door handle, for example? Right here. That's just the door handle right here. So a lot of care and a lot of attention to detail has been put into this build, and it shows. Wow. Really cool. Then we have this Corvette. It's the new generation C8 Z06. So cool. Bit of a different story from the C7. Completely different new design and mid-engine car. Wow, outstanding, eh? And after Mothers, we head over down there. These really cool hot rods. We start with Caretaker, 1932 Ford 3-window coupe, packing a 327 Chevy engine. Now, that's gonna break some hearts, isn't it? A Ford coupe packing a Chevy engine. The interiors with a patterned new upholstery, everything pretty much brand new. Looks like a 4-speed manual, maybe 5. I'm going through, yeah, there you go, 5-speed. Pretty cool installations and setup from the owner. Very cool Nardo grey, full paint job, and the suicide doors opening up like that. It's beautiful, eh? Health experts are warning there is still a very high risk. So yeah, 32 iron. Just beside it, one of the most amazing paint jobs I've seen here at the show. Look at this beautiful dark bronze. I don't know if you can tell on video, but and this is a 1928 Model A. This time packing a Ford engine, so that's good. Proprietary powertrain. Gotta love the design of these things, eh? This is actually an automatic, and I don't mind that because I love cruising in this thing. And 1939, I think, Chevy here. Matte black finishing. That's awesome with the Edelbrock theme. And just beside it we have this 1968 Monaro GTS. It's pretty cool. Little feature here with mount panorama circuit. Bathurst. Really cool car. Honestly, back in the days, this was the top performance in Australia. 1968. What a year to be alive. And notice the little details here. Improvements like the billet bonnet hinges and the pulleys and all that. Very nice. Bit of a freshen up from the original version. And it's a 4-speed manual as well. The lady here, she's a little bit stiff. Sorry lady, I'm gonna show the boys the interiors. Look at that. That's nice, eh? Here's a couple of cars I want to show you guys. First of all, this Falcon XD, the most boxy shaped one out of all the Falcons ever produced. I have filmed this car many times here in Auckland. It's part of the Auckland car scene. Pretty cool spoiler going all the way down like that, wrapping the rear boot. The taillights almost remind me of the 80s Mercedes-Benz, which are obviously cool. And here, just beside it, one of the most intriguing Cobra, AC Cobras that I've ever seen because of the aluminium hardtop enclosed sort of bodywork that I can see here, together with the gull wing openings. That I wouldn't call them doors, I would call them openings, almost like a targa top, because you can tell the original AC Cobra sort of shape and the windscreen and all of that. And then you get the attachment here for the hardtop. The doors have the complementary window here with just the sliding Lexan thingy. But yeah, inside is pretty much like an AC Cobra. It's just the fact that when you look at it from outside, it's totally different. And I honestly dig it a lot. I really like it. What do you guys think? Would you go with this or a roofless Cobra? There's a timeless interiors, eh? But yeah, pretty much like full polished, riveted body. As you can see here, packing a 427. And it looks like they've just been to the 2017 Goodwood Revival meeting, which is a crazy cool event that happens in UK every year. If you're not familiar with it, have a look. That's amazing, eh? A few more cool cars down here at Chopper's Auto Body Shop booth. We get the GSX tubbed ProStreets from Daryl.
Hello, brother.
This is actually a Skylark GSX replica. I say replica because you would never want to rear tub an actual GSX, given how rare they are. But what Daryl has done here with this car, that I have also featured on this channel before, it's a beautiful work of art. Honestly, go have a look at the full feature I did. It's a great car, great sound, 496 big block Chevy. So it's now time for the main feature, guys. As you can tell behind me, we're in the Elite 50 main hall. This is pretty much what I call the hot rod alley, like SEMA. So let's get going, shall we? I guess we can start here with this beautiful 69 Chevelle, the one we spotted at Beach Hop and QMU this year. Finally get up and close with this car because in both instances before, at QMU it was in a really cramped in spot, and at Beach Hop it was just cruising through because it's a cruising event. So as you can tell, the level of detail of this build is quite outstanding. has been fully repainted in this beautiful teal blue. Very hard to catch with these different spotlights, but it's really cool. The interiors are also completely redone with the billet steering wheel. We got some new door cards all around, even at the back. Wheels are Ferrada, very cool. Wheelwood disc brakes all around, packing an LS2 6-liter engine. Look at the undercarriage. We've got these beautiful mirrors here, you can tell. It's amazing, eh? In my opinion, the best part of this car is the matte brown details here, all over the main grille. The halo headlights. And this matte brown theme is reprised on the trimmings all around the main windshield, the doors, the handles, and obviously the wheels too. And also one further note is the crocodile skin on the seats. And then just behind it, 1981 Camaro. This is a Z28. It's built by the same guys, Real Rides Limited. Spotted the Cumio again this year. And now we can see it up and close. Bayer 6-spot big disc brakes at the front. Completely redone. You can see the mirror there with the underside finish.
Why have they done that?
Side skirts, carbon mirrors. And another peculiar thing about this build is the fact that all the panels have been redone from scratch. We've got the side vents here, just poking through. But the best part is at the back, because this 81 Camaro is integrating brand new Camaro taillights. Look at that. What do you think of these guys? I think that's probably the only Camaro in the world done like this, built like this. The rear ducktail is integrated in the bodywork, accentuated rear lower extractor here with different brand new exhausts. But yeah, that's a bit of a different concept, isn't it? With the new school Camaro taillights and the Forge Line dip dish wheels. A very cool car, I really like it. This really moved a lot of people's opinions when it came out back in January. And we got the seamless integration of the front windscreen and rear window too. Very nice, very sleek, love it. What we got here is the really well executed 1956 Bel Air twin turbo LS. The color combination is quite cool, especially given that it's matching on the wheels. Built by Boyd Coddington. Wheelwood disc brakes. This has got brand new interiors, as you can see. New school seats with electrical adjustment. Really gigantic wheels at the back. Those are 20-inch 345s wide. That's unreal. So yeah, as you can see here from these pictures, it's been completely overhauled and rebuilt from scratch. Very, very cool ride. And it stands out even more with this black and white checkered board floor. Really, really nice, guys. Really cool. And then here we have this Austin truck. This is a truck that's been completely rebuilt with a Ford Barra swap. So this is the 6-cylinder inline Australian-made engine by Ford Australia. Quite known all around the world, 4-liter turbo, of course, as you can see here. And it has a level of fabrication and personalization that resembles perfection. It's really well made. The seats are not a bench anymore, they have been split up, giving way to a main tunnel with a pistol grip. We got these pearl covers all over the main dash, very cool theme. We've got the step here. And basically this truck is actually on airbags. As you can see from down here, that's the underbody and a gigantic deck completely like glossed out. Probably ash or birch. Those are the two tanks of the air for the air compressor. So quite a heavy vehicle, and still on airbags like that. And I really love the hat with the sun visor, as I call it. Very typical of that era, 1940s and 50s. Love the color, love everything about it. I didn't even know this car existed in New Zealand, and I'm glad to see it here at Chrome Showcase. And here we start delving into GMS. It's a workshop up here in Auckland. They have these two really mean vehicles. First of all, this Blue 32, a 1932 Ford packing a 400 cubic inches Chevy engine. So yeah, again, maybe not for the purists, but who cares? I love this thing. Very simplistic, dark gray interiors, brand new bench, brand new upholstery, everything. The color is one of the most beautiful blues I've ever seen. Sparkly, shiny, glossy, very nice. Even though the roof has been chopped. And just beside it, we got Road Hog. What about these beauties? Wow. The interiors are straight out of the 70s, fluff everywhere. We've got a massive sunroof, fixed, non-opening. Brand new interiors again. And probably the most significant design cue is definitely the forward tilting main cabin. Something you don't see every day. 1972 and now in 2025. So this is actually the original one that was built here in New Zealand. It's got lots of history, lots of hot rod references of the car scene of this country. And one of the best parts I like about this car is actually the exhaust, because basically the two banks are actually merging into one and then having a single exhaust running down. You've got twin spot headlights right there, full chrome chassis and front subframe. And you can see here all the references to past events, historic pictures, and the rebuilding process. And those are Greg Stokes and his father and all the people at GMS Hot Rods. Well done to them. Huge credit and shout out to these boys, because they put in a lot of work, a lot of effort to make the hot rod dream alive again. And after Road Hog, we move on to the next one, Billet, which literally means billet, because the main theme of this car is the fact that there is so many raw billet aluminum details that's really, it's embarrassing how good it looks. Starting from the interior, we get the main dash completely dominated by that massive billet piece, including billet pedals, gear shift, steering column, even the details here of the door handles and the electric window switches, obviously the wheels, the back with the license plate holder, the rear taillight surround, and now, yes, that's what I mean, guys. This is the level of detail I want to see on a show car, and this car is getting driven on the roads constantly, so it's not really a show car, it's a streeter. And that rear subframe is the end of the world. Okay, I have seen very few hot rods looking like this, and with the baby blue paint job, it makes it stand out even more. Really cool front grille. And the last detail I want to show you guys is the rear mirrors. Look at that. From the bracket to the mirror holder itself, all billet, which is indeed the name and theme of this car. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. Great interiors, new upholstery, you name it. This one ticks all the boxes. Won't be surprised if he wins a trophy here at Chrome Showcase. Next on the list is Tough 468. This is a very well-known Z28 1969 Camaro here in Auckland and New Zealand in general, taking a 468 cubic inches big block Chevy with nitros. Yes, this has got nitros on it. I love the details about this car, but what I love the most is the fact that we have this dark orange and black theme reprised all over the car, including the rear boot, as you can see where the bottle is sitting, with the massive Chevy logo right there. And pretty cool interiors too, again with the same theme. Love this car. Seen it cruising down the road many times here in Auckland. Boyd Coddington's billet wheels with Wilwood disc brakes all around, 19 inches front and 20 inches rears. Really cool show car that's also getting driven constantly, so it's good. These guys don't build them just to show, but they build them to drive them. Up next is this custom C-cab delivery truck, having a front and a rear Jaguar XJ12 subframe with adjustable coilovers, disc brakes. This is actually called C-cab because of the prominent C shape of the main canopy right there. You can see all the building process with the main theme purple color. So it's quite unique, eh? Old school looks with new school technology. So again, I wasn't really expecting it to be a Jaguar front and rear subframe, but that's what it is. Beautiful, really nice. And now we get to the main showpiece, I would call it. It's basically a replica of the world famous slanted cabin hot rod that was made in US back in the days, in the 70s. And the story about this car is quite unique because they made this replica based off a 1/24 scale model car. It turned out to be amazing. The chassis had to be a little bit slanted as well to accommodate for the cabin and the running gear. So it is the most unconventional car here today at Chrome Showcase. And the best part is that that mainspring that looks like a model toy car actually spins slowly as the car drives. And what about the interiors, guys? All those signatures you see there on the main dashboard are from SEMA 2019, when this car was unveiled for the first time to the public back then. And the actual original car has been discovered abandoned in a shed somewhere in US a couple of years back. This is a really cool exercise of patience, dedication, and true art and craftsmanship that these guys have put in. Surprisingly small, given the short wheelbase, but then the cabin is so high up. It looks so funny and cool at the same time. Best car out here, guys. Best hot rod, hands down. Wow. And built here in New Zealand. Stepping into the main showcase here with Wild GTO. I did a full feature on my channel about this car. Beautiful, like complete new build. They took a 66 GTO and they turned it into a complete showpiece, a marvel of engineering and fabrication by Chopper's auto-body panel work. Taking a 535 Butler Performance Pontiac big block. So we got a Pontiac ProStreets with a Pontiac powertrain. So that's the gist, that's the go. But it's not the only thing that makes this car special. It's the whole rear tubbing with the interiors like this. The Sparko front seats and the limited edition Pontiac main steering wheel is actually a period correct optional steering wheel. We've got massive chunky rear wheels with 31 by 16 50 radial cross-street tires from Hoosier. And the sound, guys, the sound is unreal. Listen up. Next up is this wonderful 1968 Chevrolet SS Chevelle from Next Level Automotive. Now, this one is packing a 496 big block, and I can tell you guys, I like the way it's been set up. It looks like it's a brand new paint job, really nice with the contrasting white stripes. MSD 6AL digital ignition, really cool Aeroflow rocker covers actually. Interiors are just plain simple vinyl black with a quick shifter right there and a couple of new gauges. So definitely a pretty cool interpretation of the muscle car movement back then in the 60s and 70s. Really cool. One of my favorite Chevelle shapes and model years, the 68 together with the 66 Chevelle. I know I sound a little bit unconventional in my choices, but hey, each to their own. What I love about the 68 is the little sort of cut right there on top of the main headlights, and also the rear strip of the taillights, typical of that period, and also the Buicks of the same period, so pretty much the same car. Really, really cool. And here's something a little bit different. We get a Studebaker, world famous here in little old New Zealand, built by Trav Halstead. This is actually a 1950s model, one of the most unique car designs ever, built in the USA. Now, if you know your Studebakers, you would see what sort of level of craftsmanship and panel beating work has been done here on the main front headlights. If you know, you know. Beautiful engine bay. But again, guys, what really sets this car apart is the really cool light blue, if not greenish, color throughout the whole car, including the interiors, new upholstery, obviously the paint job. Even the rear and the front bumpers are matching colors. But look at the rear window. That's the most unique design you can see on an automobile. The rear of the car looks like the front and vice versa. And that's what makes it so unique. And by the way, before you ask, these side vents are actually for in-cabin air. So these are just air catches for the cabin. And yes, look at those interiors. Beautiful Studebaker on the main steering wheel. Everything has been rebuilt on this car. A work of love and dedication by Trevor Halstead. This man actually has a full-blown collection of Studebakers down south Hamilton ways here in New Zealand. We visited his ranch back in 2022 during the Anzac Day cruise. I would call him the most avid collector of Studebakers in the whole world. And we're here with the 68 Restomod from Justin, good old mate Justin. Great installation here with the Pontiac logo, overlooking the whole engine bay with the 6.2 liter LS3 new school engine. We got some satin black, gray polished lip wheels, wheelwood disc brakes all around. I featured this car many times on my channel, coming and going from different car shows and cruises. This car has been a work of love again. I've said that probably 6 times already during this video log of all the cars in this chrome showcase today, but man, this car is cool. The 68 Firebird is actually one of my favorite model years of the Firebird. And I mean, look at the front end, so cool with the prominent nose right there, typical Pontiac design cue. We got some blacked out details like the badges and the rear view mirrors, the handles, so brand new interiors as you can see. Sport seats, 6-speed manual Tremec transmission. I mean, the list goes on. Well done, Justin. This beautiful GMC square body truck. Now, this is a 1979 C10. It's been completely rebuilt. As you can see, guys, it doesn't get any more unique than that. Look at that wave that it does for the main rear axle. The interiors are mint too. I spotted this truck many times before. This is not just for show. He likes to drive it a lot, and you can see on the engine bay we've got this massive 2 blow-off valves, pro-charged, big block if I'm not mistaken. Look at the radiator shroud integrated in the main front valance there. Really cool. Very clean, all shaved, all tucked in wiring. You can't see anything. It's obviously on airbags, American Racing billet wheels and Wilwood disc brakes all around. Every part of this truck has been looked into from a fabrication point of view. As you can see, there's no door handles, rear mirrors. The front windscreen blends in flush, same as the rear window right here. The one down there is the compartment for the battery. That's the fuel tank access. I mean, I can go on forever. LED strips as tail lights. The tailgate also works, is functional. It is a proper truck, don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that I've been told many times, this is a trailer queen, this is a garage queen. No way, not a chance. He drives it, he lives it, and I'm proud of this because as Kiwis, we have this culture of driving our cars. What an amazing truck. And then just in front of it, we have this Hudson Terraplane. This is a really famous car, especially on my channel. Another car that gets driven around a lot. LS powered with this majestic paint job that's taken a massive amount of man hours to be created, crafted and executed. A proper 1930 cruiser. We got new seats, new interiors, the Haltech dash right there. So yeah, this is airbag riding suspensions and a really cool front grille, very distinguishable on this model. Amazing car. 64 Impala, 5.7 liter LS1, so a new school power plant. This one is very subtle. It's not one of those lowriders that's super extreme. The embroidery style paint job is not that prevalent as on other builds I've seen before. But yeah, pretty standard, very nice, subtle, simple, the way, in my opinion, a lowrider should look. We've got all the airbags system down here. As I said, very simple, clear execution. Very nice. I like the color as well, titanium grey. Nice car. The 33 two-door, 350 Chev, 430 horsepower. Shiny. Really cool paint job. Interiors are matching with this bright red, I'll call it apple red color. Lots of billet, especially the wheels, Barnick wheels. Prominent front grille. Yeah, the suicide doors is what makes it special, eh? These cars are cool. Really cool interiors. That's the back seats, all themed. That's really nice. Wow. And obviously the underside of the car. We've got a good mirror here, can show you exactly what's going on. Lots of shine, lots of red even down there. So it's good, it's been completely rebuilt. Nice. And down here, we have this 1968 Chevy Camaro that, if I remember correctly, this used to be matte orange a couple of years ago. It's packing a 572 Chevy crate engine, 720 horsepower, and a 6-speed manual. One particular thing about this car is got 1969 elements, starting from the front valance, the rear taillights. Yes, those are 69 taillights. The main gauges are the same color as they used to be back then, so orange. There's a prominent 6-speed gear shifter. But yeah, I like this new green, new tone of green much better than the matte orange, because first of all, green is one of my favorite colors, and secondly, because it blends perfectly with the Simmons wheels with the rear polished lip and Wilwood disc brakes all around. What a cool car, man. Wow. A bit of a different creation here. Chopped roof Anglia. This is crazy. It's even got the Cadillac rear taillights. Inside is quite cool as well, with rear cameras, B&M quick shifter. It's got the Batman theme all around, even on the seats. This is a complete cool show car that's actually packing a Barra 6-cylinder inline turbo. Oh, hello, Catwoman. So yeah, that's the Barra 6-cylinder inline with a massive turbo right there. And again, this used to be a Ford Anglia, but now it's something much different. Next is this 1946 Chevy pickup truck. Beautiful paint job. But look at that. 5-speed manual, new interiors. Speaking at 307 Chevy with 600 carbs. And it's a real spirit of America right here. At least that's what their presentation is about. Lots of prizes won. Real Hola. That's beautiful. And sitting on Krager wheels, which is not that common these days. Really, really cool and unique and super rare 1970 340 AAR CUDA. That's only 7 in the world left like this, especially in this mint condition. Really, really cool car. Wow, what a beauty. This is the high impact color Panther Pink. There was one of the offerings from Mopar back in the day. And for as much as you would think this is a very girlish car, I am pretty sure many, many men, including myself, would have a blast owning it and driving it down the road. Really cool trumpet side exhausts right there. '51 Chevy Suburban. Now, I have a real soft spot for Chevy Suburbans, especially with the early 50s grille like that. This truck has been modernized in ways that I didn't think possible. Yesterday I caught up with the owner, Nick, and he did a bit of a run-through presentation of the whole thing, the whole build, apart from the halo headlights and brand new paint job and panel work with this really cool staggering element of blue, gray strip and white. This Suburban has been converted to a 4-seater, as you can see from the interiors, and it's got a start-stop button, full air conditioning, electric windows, the works. Even the rear bumper has been shortened a little bit for what I've been told. Literally everything on this truck, on this van, has been carefully picked and selected. Look at that, what a beautiful, beautiful execution on this Suburban. Again, one of my favorite cars, actually vans out there. No matter the model year, I love all Suburbans. The revolution of mobility back in US in the 50s, and now available to our own eyes here at Chrome Showcase. Look, it's got even the hat right there, the sun visor. What a cool car, wow. Can't spend enough words on this thing. And it's packing an LS3, so you know that's good, especially Wilwood brakes and American racing wheels. I'm trying to arrange a special feature video on this channel about this car, so stay tuned. Maybe in the future we'll see more about this soon enough, only here on Musclecars Universe. And what do we have here? Seducer, cool plate. It's a 1952 3100, there you go, 3100 pickup truck, finished in spark blue, featuring an LS3 500 plus horsepower engine, lower than airbags, brand new maple, I would say, rear deck. Interiors have been reupholstered. Man, the paint job in this thing is flawless. What a beauty. And it's got this matte grey main cowl detail here and the firewall that makes it stand out even more. I think really the contrast between gloss, chrome and matte, that's what makes this car, this truck actually, stand out so well. Really cool covers as well, very cool. Holden intake, wheel wood all around, aeroflow, overflow reservoir. But yeah, same as the Suburban, I love the shape from the early 50s. That really aggressive grille, looks like a mad grin. Stunning truck. This is, in my opinion, the most well executed Ford coupe in New Zealand. And I say that because of the design of the engine headers that actually wrap around the chassis like that, coming out of the engine bay. That I have never seen anything like it. It's a great idea. It works amazing on this type of body, this type of hot rod. The paint job is this pearl canary yellow that stands out so well, especially given that it's an LS1, so it's not even like one of those old school engines or anything. The interiors are immaculate and are executed exactly the way I would do it. It's a 5-speed manual, and I love my manuals. The main dash with the 3 gauges is done in a way that's retro and belongs to the space age era back in the 50s and 60s. Billet pedals. Let's go new upholstery again all over. What's going on down here with the mirrors? This car is flawless, and the funniest part is that it gets driven very, very often. I filmed this hot rod multiple times at different car showing events and meets and cruises, and it's puzzling to think that this is actually a very clean car, even underneath, given the amount of road that it does every year. This was also part of the 2022 Anzac Cruise, and such good memories. What a real stunner. This has got coilovers as well, and adjustable suspension, so it's really the most comprehensive package. You see, that's what I mean. The headers come out and they wrap around the chassis. What a beautiful idea, greatly executed. Again, one of my favorite hot rods. Those are all the pictures of all the cruises it does. See, coasting through Aotearoa, Mount Cook, 51,000 kilometers, there you go. This is real proof of what I'm saying, like dirty roads, imagine that. And now you see here as a full-blown show car, well, best of both worlds, I would say. Best of both worlds. Alright guys, for the purpose of this video log, I decided to dedicate an entire section just to the Holdens. All the way to this point of the video, please comment Holden is king in the comments below. So we start with this 1968 HK Monaro GTS. We can see a Wayand roots blower right there. I know for a fact that some Americans will argue about this sort of setup because you guys want to do things more new school, more efficient, but you see, this is the New Zealand way of doing things, more grassroots, more old school, and to be fairly honest, these cars are beautiful, man, especially a Monaro GTS like this, the weld wheels, bit lock, pretty simple interiors, 4-speed manual, exactly like the factory made them. There is a fascination about the Monaro, especially for me. I love these cars. Any type, any model, I just love the way they look. The subtle details, like the spill cover for the fuel cap, the 4 side vents, sort of Buick inspired to accentuate the V8 nature of the vehicle. old school flair with new school technology. Very nice. And then next we have something a bit more modern, like this VK Commodore powered by looks like an LSA. Individual coil packs, ride-by-wire, throttle body. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nitro system, all right. Lots of carbon fiber parts. So much bling down here with the gold-plated Simmons wheels, 3-piece, wheel with disc brakes. What I love about VK Commodores is the integrated rear wheel arch in the door. Something that you don't see quite often on other cars, ever. Oh, and the fishnets. Really cool seats. I love fishnets. They look so 80s. New upholstery. Very cool shift knob. Some carbon fiber trimmings here. Massive dip dish wheels at the back. This must be over 300. Yeah, 325s. King VK. Really cool feature here in the boot with the 2 bottles and the fuel cell. Look at the way it looks, eh? So staunch. I like the carbon fiber details of over the pearl body. What do you guys think? Most Europeans will probably recognize the car because this is actually an Opel. Was an Opel originally that Holden imported and made a V8 version of it. It's Pro HT. An HT Holden built by Cruising Customs, the phenomenal panel and paint and hot rod shop down south here in New Zealand. Look at the interiors. The most outstanding detail here is the captain's chair roll cage style with the lower bar going through there to ease access but still guaranteeing side intrusion cover and safety. Man, this car has been built with passion, I can see that. The strike plate down there for the pedals. 6-speed, 5-speed manual. We got bead locks down here from Billet Specialties. And a pretty cool feature down here in the boat as well. Dart big block 540, 1071 blower, putting out 1300 horsepower. Imagine that. 9-inch diff, 31 spline axles, and yeah, 5-speed TKO manual gearbox. Really cool car right here, chrome showcase. What a beautiful creation. And then right behind it, we have another VL Commodore, finished in white. This one also has the rear massive lip wheels. This is also white, but the accents are gloss black instead of the carbon ones that we have seen down there on the other VK Commodore. Brand new seats, brand new interiors, 6-speed manual transmission. Very cool. AP Racing, not Brembos, not Willwoods this time. And a pretty cool LS engine bay with yet another drive-by-wire throttle body. Very simple build, yet cool. SS VL Commodore. And then staying on VL business, down here we have this Haltech Pro VL. Look at the massive rear louvers right there. I'm thinking this is probably a drag car because of the way it's been kitted up with the sequential gearbox and all the gauges there and the buttons. Full Haltech dashboard. Interiors looks pretty stock, And that's what makes it cool about it, right? But then you head over to the engine bay to discover where the money has been spent. 632 nitrous express outlet, massive billet intake, drive-by-wire throttle body, blueprint racing heads. Wow. Even the clear view filtration. What a cool build. Wow. Even the color, this sort of subtle pink. What a beauty. I think the VL is my favorite model out of all the Commodores. And here we have even the dry sump system, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like a dry sump reservoir. So yeah, a 632 naturally aspirated nitrous engine. Wow. What a whopping beast. Last on the list is this VK Commodore again, but this time with a 4-speed engine. We have a massive BDS blower. We got some nitrous ports right there in the main pack. LS engine, high stack, high flow, injected main intake. Wow. The engine itself is a hell of a package. We also have the headers, oxygen temp, sensors, individual coil packs, everything, man. There is a reason why it's called top shelf. It looks like a top shelf build, that's for sure. It's a 427 Dart LS crate engine and a 1071 supercharger. Yeah. Puts out 1200 horsepower. It's rear tubbed. Let's go have a look. Well, rear tub doesn't look like it's been done really well. It looks like a normal car. If it wasn't for that fat quick shifter, Holley EFI. Very cool. Massive wheels, typical Australian style. These must be 21s or 22s. They're huge. As huge as the fuel cell here in the back. Yeah. What a cool car, eh? And that's pretty much it for the Holden showcase. Let's go to the speed zone now. We have a couple of car clubs, starting from the Huapai Hot Rod Club Inc. And there's 1934 5-window coupe packing a massive 392 Hemi with a roots blower. Very different. Notice the matching interiors in whiskey color. This car has got a mad sound. I've featured it many times on my channel at different car events. The color really pops out. Beautiful car. Slamming rail steel. Nice. Just beside it, Cherry Bomb. 1948 Chevy Bomb that's got one of the most amazing paint jobs, at least the color, that I've seen on a early century classic car. Even got matching interiors with the steering wheel and some bezels down here on the seats. That's stunning, eh? The Chevrolet Fleetline. It's got the sun visor, it's got all the bells and whistles that makes it so special. And look at the cool combo of these stripes, these chrome stripes here on the front fender and the rear wheel arches. It matches perfectly with the Butnick billet wheels. Built for show and driven for the pleasure of it. But look at all that bling. It's amazing, eh? Wow. We got to this side of the booth with this 1928 Dodge Tudor. Something very rare in itself, considering also that supercharged with the side pipes going down around like that. Almost like Corvette style, I would say. But yeah, chopped roof, highly personalized, and again a Dodge doing a car like this. Like, I didn't even know they existed. Next is the Posey's flathead flyer. Now the thing I like about this car is actually the tiny wheel covers right there. They usually you don't find in open wheeler hot rods, right? But this one's got them, and I tell you what, I like it a lot. It's very different, shows character, and goes really well in contrast with the deep black Offenhauser heads of the flathead. Really cool whiskey color interiors. It looks really cool together with the these other black 1934 three-window coupe. That's East Bay rods dedicated to pre-49 hot rods. It's a cool club, really cool club. So this car belongs to a lady, and as you can see, the pinstriping makes a lot of sense done like this. No side covers for the engine bay. Black diamond. Really, really cool. Chopped roof, lowered. That's a kind of hot rod I could just drive all the time. Let's have a look at the back of those two beauties. Very nice. To conclude the tour, we have 73 Cuda here, finished in this poisonous green color with the staggered gray bluish bonnet and front bumper detail. Unmistakable design on the Cuda, especially the post 71 is so different from the previous editions. Very nice. American racing billet wheels, wheelwood disc brakes. Nice package.